Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Anargia Nugra Santana. My metric card number is 268812. Today I will present about dialogue getting there Bandung with Etomanta.
Hello, good day everyone. My name is Samantha Vitenzo with metric number 268952. And now I will do assignment about getting there.
Hello Amanta, are you busy right now?
Hello Argi, what's up?
Yeah, today we have an EP assignment regarding unit getting there. Have you ever been to Bandung?
Yes, we selected Bandung because it's a wonderful location with a lot of history, wonderful food, and so much activities to do.
You know that Bandung is the largest metropolitan city in West Java province? Yeah, it's become the capital of the province too. Yeah, I really like living in Bandung, especially because the cold weather and the beautiful view. It's surrounded by the hills.
So, do you know where the name Bandung came from?
I don't know, what about it?
Previously, the history of Bandung was based on Sangkuriang mythology, which is described the construction of the Bandung Lake and Mount Tangkuban Perahu. The water from the Bandung Lake began dry up when it poured into a cave known as Sangyang Tikoro, according to history.
Oh, so where did the name Bandungs come from?
So, ngabanding or Sundanese is a word signifies side by side or connected. Meanwhile, according to Sundanese philosophy, the word Bandung is derived from the line Ngabandungan Banda Indung, which is a sacred and noble statement including Sundanese teaching ideals. The philosophical meaning of the term Bandung is the realm in which all living being or inanimate items are born and reside in the Mother Earth, whose existence is seen by the Almighty. So, do you know anything about Bandung history, Argi?
Do you know that Bandung has been host for the Asia Africa Conference?
I know, but I'm not familiar with the historical specific.
Let me explain to you. This conference aimed for the common interest, especially for the sovereign countries of imperialism and racism. President Suharno, the opening speech for Conference Asia Africa in Bandung.
Oh, that's cool too. Bandung can be host for the Asia Africa Conference. In Bandung, is there a famous place tourists for visit?
In Bandung, there are so many places we can visit. The most I like is Tangkuban Perahu and Satay Building.
So what is the meaning of Tangkuban Perahu, Argi?
Tangkuban Perahu is mountain that from an upside down boat. In Tangkuban Perahu also, there are 13 craters, but most famous in public is only 3. There are Ratu Crater, Upas Crater, and Domas Crater.
Oh, I heard there's a story about why the mountain looks like a boat. Do you know what happened in the past?
Oh, that's right, that's right. According to the legend, was a child named Sangkuriang who fall in love for his own mother. Yeah, this mother named Dayang Sundi. When his effort failed, Sangkuriang was getting angry and kicked out the boat. Yeah, so the boat is upside down, and today is known by name is Tangkuban Perahu.
I see the Satay building. I've been there, and I already know the history too.
Well, it's coincidence that I don't know the history of the Satay building. All I know is Sate Building just run for the governance office in Bandung.
Okay, let me briefly explain the history of Sate Building. Gedung Sate is one of the building designed for the central government because at the time the Dutch East Indies wall built an office complex. It is called Gedung Sate because this building has a unique characteristic, namely the ornament of six skewers of top of central tower. The six skewers symbolize the 6 million guilders that were used to build this white building during its time.
Oh, I see, I see. Because you have been Bandung, please tell me typical food in Bandung. I really want to try it.
There are so many. From drinks to food, everything is there.
I'm hungry now. Can you recommend me food in Bandung?
In Bandung, there is rabbit satay. There is second noodles, and also my favorite, karedok. You have to try it.
Karedok. What is karedok?
You don't know karedok? Those are raw vegetable which are cut into small pieces and then add the peanut sauce. So if that's the case, I believe you should try the second noodles, which are dipped in the hot water and includes pork and meat.
Well, it sounds delicious. The rabbit looks too cute for eating.
Oh yeah, if you go to Bandung, you have to try the snacks. There is surabi, batagor, and seblak, which is our hit again.
Wow, seblak. Seblak is my favorite snack. Is the soft cracker are given spicy and savory sauce like that? And plus chicken, meatballs. Yeah, I love it. Especially when the neck's getting cold.
My favorite personal is batagor, which is a snack made of mackerel fish wrapped in flour and tofu meatballs, as well as peanut sauce and soy sauce.
Well, in Bandung there are many activities that you can do, like playing in nature, picking strawberry directly in garden, and maybe you want to try a cowboy. Yeah, you can be a cowboy in the rains.
We can be a cowboy. It looks interesting because I've never been there. You can explain what are places that can be done there?
Yeah, one of the interesting rides that drones have is the facility itself. Yeah, riding the horse using uh, for cowboy attribute like clothes cowboy, shoes cowboy, and hat cowboy.
Oh wow, it's really cool. We can be a cowboy like that. To make clear it, we just explain it one by one, Arki.
Yeah, alright. Thank you, Amanda.
Okay, thank you.
Asia Africa Conference. The conference that aims to promote Africa ASEAN economic and cultural cooperation and to oppose colonialism and neocolonialism by any nation. The conference was an important step forward the eventual creation of the non-alignment movement. In 2005, on the 5th anniversary of the original conference, leaders from Asia and Africa countries met in Jakarta and Bandung to launch the new ASEAN-Africa Strategic Partnership or NASP, the pledge to promote political, economic, and cultural cooperation between the two continents. Background of Asia Africa Conference. Indonesia President Sukarno and India Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru were key of organizer in his quest to build a non-aligned movement that would win to the support of a newly emerging nation of Asia and Africa. Nehru first got the idea of the Asian Relations Conference held in India in March 1947 on the eve of India independence. There was a second 19 nation conference regarding the status of Indonesia held in New Delhi, India in January 1949. Practically every month, a new nation in Africa or Asia emerged with, for the first time, its own diplomatic corps and eagerness to integrate into the international system.
So now I will explain detail for Gedung Sate. Gedung Sate is a historical building in Bandung, West Java. The building is now the office of the West Java provincial government, as well as a tourist destination. People often refer to it the White House Bandung, or called Gedung Sate because this building has a unique characteristic. Namely, there are 6 skewers on the top of tower. These 6 skewers represent that 6 million guilders used to build this white building during its time. Gedung Sate architecture adopts Europe, Asian, and Indonesia culture. There are parts that resemble mosque or Islamic nuance. There are also temples and Europe nuance. In the east and west, there are 2 large rooms or ballrooms which are generally found in building in Europe. In the Gedung Sate, there is a mystery that the first one is secret hallway. There is a story about the existence of a secret hallway underground that connect this building with the Gedung Pakuan. So the second one is haunted tree. A large tree in the backyard of the building which is believed to inhabited by traders around the Gedung Sate area because there was once a trader who urinated on this tree and then experienced disturbance for 4 days.
Second is seblak. Seblak is Sundanese food. It's a Sundanese savory and spicy dish originating from the Sundanese region in West Java. Made from a wet kerupuk. Kerupuk is a traditional cracker cooked with a protein source like eggs, chicken, seafood, or beef in spicy sauce. Seblak is specialty of Bandung City, West Java, Indonesia. Seblak can acquire from restaurant, warung, or a gerobak. Gerobak is a cart street vendor. It is one of the most popular street food in Indonesia, especially in Bandung and Jakarta.
So this is mie kocok. Mie kocok of the many food that characteristic the city of Bandung. Mie kocok is one of the culinary legends since 1958. This dish consists of yellow noodles served in a thick beef broth, sliced kikil or beef legs, bean sprout, meatballs, and sprinkled with celery slice, green onions, and fried onions. Now I will tell you the history of mie kocok Bandung. Why is it called mie kocok? The name is taken from the manufacturing process, namely by soaking the noodles and bean sprout in a metal container with holes in the handle while dipping them in hot water until wilted. So that's why this noodle is called mie kocok. The noodle used by the seller are usually flat-shaped noodles and have a smooth texture. So the process of shaking the noodles in hot water will make the noodles really cook perfectly. And it will be even more delicious if combined with the thick sauce typical of Kocok.
Third is Cowboy the Ranch. Originally, this place was an ordinary horse farm. However, seeing the existing potential, it was finally developed into a family tour with a thick cowboy concept. Starting from 2007, this area was open to the public as a tourist spot for horseback riding in Lembang. So the Ranch Lembang is one of the senior tourist attraction in Lembang. Little by little, this place continues to clean up and develop its facility. Finally, it is now becoming one of the favorite tourist spots in Bandung. Local visitors and from outside the city feel less satisfied when visiting Lembang but don't come to the ranch. Now the rides and facility are complete. There are have children games, outbound games, and culinary area, and also is water games. With a large green field, the atmosphere is really cool. You can must try it in when you come to the Lembang.
So the last one is Trans Studio Bandung. Trans Studio Bandung is an integrated tourism area with the concept of an indoor theme park in Indonesia. Trans Studio Bandung is expected to be significantly more stunning, powerful, and right-filled than Trans Studio in Indonesia. Trans Studio Bandung is also billed as not only Indonesia's largest indoor theme park, but also the world's largest. So the recommendation for popular rides found in Trans Studio Bandung that you can try. So the first one is Yamaha Racing Coaster. The second one is Superheroes 4D The Ride. The world first 4D simulator featuring famous Marvel characters such as Spider-Man, Hulk, Wolverine, and Captain America, combining the magic of multimedia and special effects that will make the adventure of saving Jakarta. So the last one you can find right in Trans Studio Bandung. There is Dunia Anak. In this Dunia Anak, you will find several more rides. For example, T-Ride, carousels, city car, go-go train, and the last one is boats.
Thank you.